Hi guys, hope you're all well. I was going to put this together. I've been asked by a couple of different people actually, just what games to sort of pick up and when, and just with prices. I think recently we saw a copy of Masters of Combat go for an awful lot of money on eBay, and I think a lot of people are starting to get a bit disheartened that still have a lot of games to go. At the end of the day, you can only control what you can control. So you got to give yourself the best possible chance that you can to pick up the games that you want. So I thought I'd put this video together to help you guys save a few quid in the long term. This video really is for people. I guess it's done on the assumption that you want to get somewhere towards a full set at the very least. So here are 8 games that you should pick up right now for the Sega Master System. So number 1 is Fantastic Dizzy. This is definitely not going down in price anytime soon, but I do predict this one going up higher and higher. I think even just the last 6-12 months we've seen this one creep up slowly, so I definitely recommend that you pick this one up as soon as you can. There are 2 other Codemaster games as well, which are Micro Machines and Cosmic Spacehead. They're not cheap either, but they're already well north of 100 quid most of the time. I definitely think this one's going to be catching them up fairly soon. So Fantastic Dizzy's the first one. The next one is Sega World Tournament Golf. This one, I mean, I really like the art actually, but I don't really play it that much. But it's definitely tricky. It was tricky for me to pick up. I think I paid, I think I got it for about 20-25 quid, something like that. So not stupid money, but you can pay double that if you need it. I think the price is going to keep creeping up and creeping up because it doesn't seem to be quite as common as a lot of the other titles. So Renegade, and I've included this one. So to pick up a copy with a manual is really tough. There seems to be quite few out there that are complete in box, and I've seen the price going north of 50 quid over the last sort of couple of years, and it's not really dropped below that. So I definitely think if you see a copy for a reasonable price, you should definitely be picking this up. So the next one is Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. I got really lucky on this. I rang a video game shop nowhere near where I live. I just rang the guy after contacting him on, I can't remember, I think it was Twitter or Facebook, something like that. And he had a copy. And we had a bit of a joke and a laugh over the phone, but then he sent me pictures. And I think I got this for like 25 quid. So it just goes to show, if you go out of your way a little bit and get to know these people, then, you know, they're usually happy to. He posted it to me. So it was, you know, I was very grateful. It was brilliant. So, yeah, this one can be well north of 100 quid usually. So mine's got a tiny bit of water damage at the bottom. I'm not fussed about that. So yeah, I mean, I definitely pick it up if you see it at a good price for sure. So the next one is Addams Family. I picked this up from a collector in a bundle, a big bundle actually. So I got this from Pedder. I can't remember exactly what the price was, but knowing Pedder, it wouldn't have been silly money. It would have been sensible. I know on eBay it can be priced quite aggressively, shall we say, and I think the price is not going to be coming down anytime soon, unfortunately. So I definitely recommend that you pick a copy up now if you're going to need a copy for a full set, which you will. I pick one up now before the price starts going really silly. So the next one is Master of Darkness, and I think whilst there are plenty of these around, I think because it's such a great game and it's got that association with Castlevania almost, being a lot of Nintendo fans will call it a Castlevania clone. So I think a lot of collectors sit on this, and a lot of collectors that don't even particularly collect that much for Master System will buy this one as well. So it can be just tricky to pick up, tricky to find in nice condition. I've got quite a nice one. I managed to pick this up from a seller on Facebook 2 or 3 years ago. So I only paid about £20. I did pretty well, but this can be well north of 50, and sometimes I've seen it listed for even double that on eBay as well. So I definitely think if you've not got a copy of this, it's an absolutely brilliant game anyway. So I think you'll enjoy it regardless. You know, you'll want to play it, and you know, once you own it and whatnot. But you're going to need a copy anyway if you're going for that full set. I would pick one up this year before the price skyrockets. Ultimate Soccer, it is one of the harder to find football games on the system. I've never actually played it, so I can't tell you if it's any good. Actually, tell a lie, I think I did play it just ever so quickly when I tested the cartridge, but I didn't play it for very long, so I can't tell you if it's that great. But I can tell you that I think I paid about 40 quid for it, and I remember at the time thinking I'd got a really good deal. It goes for quite often double that. So, and I think as more and more collectors hone in on that full set, this is just going to be tougher and tougher to find. And then the last one, number 8, is Le Champs. Now this is the first game. A lot of people will be well aware that the second game, that the Smurfs World Tour, really is quite difficult to get hold of, and you've got to get it from the guy in Italy that sells them for north of 300 quid. This is not that game, but by association it has become a bit more scarce, and I think again by association I think the price has started to creep up, and quite often you can see this for well north of 100 quid on eBay. So I would pick this up as soon as you can if you need it, which you're gonna need it for that full PAL set. So I picked this up sooner rather than later, this first game. Again, I think this was one that I got from Pedder. Really nice condition, and a really nice game to have in the collection. And that's it, guys. I did have one honourable mention. There's probably a lot of other games that I've missed, but these are just the ones that sprang to mind once I'd seen that a copy of Master Combat go for north of 800 quid. Which is just frightening. But yeah, one honourable mention would be Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden is another fan favourite. There's a lot of people that collect it that might not even be, you know, going for a full PAL set for Master System. It's just one of those games that a lot of people tend to pick up and buy. Again, with Ninja Gaiden, I do actually, I'll show you my copy. Let's see if I still have it up here. Yes, I do. There we go. So it's in a shiny thing. That's why I wasn't going to show it, but I will anyway. I'm just not going to undo it. I was really lucky. A mate of mine, Dudley, tagged me in on, he spotted one on the CEX website. It was £25. You take your, you know, the roulette wheel, you spin the roulette wheel on CEX, don't you? So it might have the manual, it might not. It could come and fall apart and disintegrate in your hands, you know, who knows? So I got really lucky. It's an immaculate copy that I picked up. The manual is mint inside. The cartridge looks like it's never even been played. So I got lucky and just picked it up, like I say, for 25 quid. So I'll have to I'll have to change the thumbnail and the title of the video from 8 to 9 now, but whatever, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I definitely picked this up. If you could get this for anywhere near 25 quid, then fair play to you. But I think this going for 3-4 times that on eBay, I'd definitely pick this up this year. So there are my 9, full 9 games that I recommend that you pick up this year for the Sega Master System if you're going for that full PAL set. I've got lots of other videos for you to check out with helpful hints, tips, advice, so do go back and check those out as well. Guys, thank you ever so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Cheerio.
Manuel, there is too much butter on those trays.
Okay?
There is too much butter on those trays.
No, senor.
What?
Not on those trays. No, sir. Uno, dos, tres. No.